My name is Akiva Schaffer, and I co-wrote and directed The Naked Gun, the new one. So I got the call saying, how would you like to be involved with a new Naked Gun, which immediately I thought, no, I don't at all, because the first Naked Gun is a perfect movie. Then they said, how would you like to do a new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson? And that kind of opened my mind to the possibilities of how it could be a new thing, how it could exist alongside the old Naked Gun and honor the old Naked Gun and take the spirit of the old Naked Gun, but maybe be a new movie. And so I tried to take kind of the spirit of their style of comedy and their style of jokes, and specifically that they would cast dramatic actors and place them into a genre and be really true to the genre. All the things that kind of were the hallmarks of what they did, I try to keep that intact while acknowledging that 35 years of action movies and police procedurals have happened since they made the old ones, and that Liam Neeson is not Leslie Nielsen. He is his own individual actor person. He does have a specific set of traits and talents that are not a particular set of skills that are just as exciting. Well, Liam, I think, understood the assignment, and that's why he was excited to do it. And that's why, I'm sure, why Seth, a couple years before I came on, in one of his conversations with Liam was like, oh my God. And he realized, like, you'd be perfect to do it. Liam's one of the few remaining true, like, old school movie star leading men with gravitas. And there was nobody underneath him in the list. There was no second choice to even be had, because there's kind of nobody like him out there. How would I describe Liam and Pam's chemistry? Electric. Hot. Steamy. They just jumped into the deep end. I can't say that because there weren't rehearsals and things like that. So it was really just as soon as they started doing their sexy, kind of double indemnity style dialogue to each other, that it was like, oh, yeah, it's all there. Me and Dan Doug have been thinking about, like, oh, are we going to try a montage? There's a famous montage from the first Naked Gun that is very enjoyable. And in this one, we were like, man, how do we do a montage that feels completely different from that? And there's been so many montages in so many movies doing kind of 80s love montages. So it's very well-worn territory. And I was trying to think of a fresh approach. And for whatever reason, at 4 a.m, I woke up and I was laying in bed and I went, and it came to me, and I literally just wrote beat for beat the bullet points into my phone's notes app. And it's almost identical to what is in the movie. It barely got changed from a notes bullet point to final thing. It was just fun to get somebody who's so the opposite of Liam. So Paul showed up, and the two of them together, just even visually, look like such a nice old school comedy pairing of how different they are. Liam's a very tall guy. I don't want to say Paul's short, but we all look short next to Liam. And so it was just nice to get a little bit of yin and yang there, a little bit of a mixture that felt really nice together. Liza brought a youthful energy to the film. She did great because she is such a goofy person in real life, but she knew the assignment as well. I actually didn't know Liza's work before I watched her audition, which is a testament to how good she did, because I just saw it and she was playing it really straight and really normal and very much like a police officer and not trying to be funny. And so we hired her, and then I met her in real life, and she was the biggest ham I've maybe ever met, just a goofball. So kudos to her that she was able to fully turn that off to do what this movie needs. I think the first Naked Gun movie is a perfect movie. But what we can do is a little different and kind of honor the spirit of it and try some new stuff. And I think if you come in with an open mind, you'll enjoy this one and hopefully enjoy it a lot.